Coronavirus cases connected to an East Lansing brew pub continue to grow. New information suggests infection spread across 15 counties. And the U.S. Coast Guard amping up patrols on the water this weekend, reminding people to boat responsibly over the holiday. And this year's 4th of July celebration takes on a different tone. We'll explain how the pandemic and Black Lives Matter protests are influencing those celebrations. It's time to wake up mid-Michigan. Happy Independence Day. It's Saturday, July 4th.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNETMV5 Wake-Up.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Blake Keller. We'll have those stories coming up in just a bit. But first, meteorologist John Gross is joining us live from his home. We had a great sunrise this morning, but it's hot and hazy. Hey, John, good morning.
Good morning, Blake. Good morning, everybody at home. Happy 4th of July. We're in for another hot and sunny day as we continue to go through the holiday weekend. Here's a look at the numbers if you're going to step out the door this morning. Already very warm across the region. Upper 60s, lower 70s at the 8 o'clock hour. 72 in Saginaw. Good morning. We've got 70 in Port Hope, 69 in Houghton Lake, 71 currently in Oscoda. Your humidity tracker for today is improving. We're in the pleasant category with dew points only expected to get into the upper 50s near 60, so going to be a little bit more comfortable, at least in the humidity category for today. Live First 415 pinpoint Doppler continues to show that we're completely dry across the region. Just some bad returns you see there with the little bits of green on the radar this morning, and we're going to continue to stay dry throughout today. Just a few clouds out there this morning. Will continue to break up as we get into this afternoon as we continue to stay dominated by high pressure. Happy 4th of July. Here's a look at your day planner for today. We got a few clouds this morning. That'll give way to some increase in sunshine this afternoon with temperatures getting back into the lower 90s. UV indices for today continue to stay high. Make sure to apply that sunscreen. We'll take a look at your full 7-day forecast in just a little bit. Blake.
Well, breaking overnight, Bay County officials are asking people to be on the lookout for 2 missing boys. 10-year-old Ryder Beach and 12-year-old Hunter Beach were last seen riding bikes at 7:30 last night at their home near the Farragut area. Now, Ryder has blonde hair, blue eyes, and was last seen wearing blue shorts and a dark blue shirt. Hunter Beach has brown hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing red and gray shorts with a gray shirt. Police ask any residents with information to contact Bay County authorities immediately. Well, new cases of COVID-19 across the state still surpass every single day total recorded for the month of June. 460 new cases confirmed Friday with 3 new deaths, bringing the totals across Michigan to more than 65,000 confirmed cases and 5,969 deaths. A warning of possible COVID-19 exposure out of Standish. The Resurrection of the Lord Parish announced someone who attended Sunday Mass at 10:30 in the morning, as well as the outdoor reception afterward, has now tested positive. The Central Michigan District Health Department has been notified, and the parish is working to follow CDC guidelines. If you attended the Mass or reception, you are urged to monitor for symptoms. Well, cases connected to Harper's Bar continue to grow. 161 total infections can be traced back to the East Lansing bar, spreading across 15 counties. 27 cases are secondary transmission. That means they contracted it from someone who got it directly from Harper's. And Cherry Capital Airport is reporting possible exposure in Traverse City. Officials say a passenger on Allegiant Flight 516 that left Cherry Capital headed for Phoenix on Wednesday tested positive for COVID-19. Another passenger also tested positive on an inbound flight Wednesday. That individual was on board Allegiant Flight 994 coming from St. Petersburg, Florida. And new details this morning. President Trump gave a Friday night Independence Day speech with Mount Rushmore as his backdrop. His South Dakota trip drew crowds, and many in attendance weren't social distancing. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
President Trump kicked off the Independence Day weekend as thousands gathered at Mount Rushmore to see the first fireworks display there in more than a decade.
Mount Rushmore will stand forever as an eternal tribute to our forefathers and to our freedom.
In his speech, the president took aim at efforts nationwide to remove controversial monuments and statues.
Our nation is witnessing a merciless campaign to wipe out our history, to fame our heroes, erase our values, and indoctrinate our children.
Native American groups protesting the event view Mount Rushmore as a desecration of stolen land. Critics also worried about public health concerns amid the coronavirus. A campaign source has confirmed to CBS News that Kimberly Guilfoyle, a senior Trump campaign official and Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend, has tested positive for COVID-19. Guilfoyle traveled to South Dakota for the president's speech, but was not on Air Force One. At the event Friday, neither social distancing nor masks were required, though organizers provided facial coverings for those who wanted them.
Everybody in our family has really been healthy, and so this is really the first big thing that we've done away from our towns.
Here in Washington, the president will continue to celebrate the 4th of July holiday, hosting a Salute to America event on Saturday. The White House says frontline workers, military members, and their families will be among those watching from the South Lawn. A spokesman says facial coverings will be provided, and the Department of the Interior says more than 300,000 masks like these will be available for spectators on the National Mall. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
At the Mount Rushmore event, President Trump announced an executive order to create a National Garden of American Heroes. The garden would feature prominent people from American history, including John Adams, Susan B. Anthony, Harriet Tubman, and many more. Well, the Flint Water Festival is still on. It's half virtual and the other half hosting a water and voter registration drive. The 5th annual event reminds residents to hydrate for COVID-19 and register to vote. A list of celebrities will also take part in spreading this message. Jay Ellis of HBO's Insecure, Flint native and NFL player Brandon Carr, and Till Harper, just to name a few. The drive will be at Riverbank Park. That's tonight at 8 p.m. If you need any more info, check out the Hot Links section of WNEM.com. And more local news, the city of Flint is also reminding residents that large gatherings are not allowed under the governor's orders following several recent parties drawing hundreds. Now, the mayor warns police will break up pop-up parties in the name of health and safety.
As we engage this holiday weekend, which is a festive time, we don't want it to turn bad for anyone. And so we're asking people to cooperate with us.
Mayor Sheldon Neely adds these regulations won't be in place forever, and for right now, he's simply trying to protect the city from this pandemic. Well, TV5 News Time is 8:08. Coming up, the United Way is helping Midland residents get back on their feet. We'll explain how they are making an investment months after historic flooding. And boating under the influence, the U.S. Coast Guard launching their campaign to keep people safe over the holiday weekend.